All right, everyone, welcome back to SnowRunner. We are about to embark on the most difficult task at level 5. I am going to go rescue a truck in Russia. That's right. We're going after the Taiga 6436. And man, this is going to be so risky. So here's how I'm going to do this. Okay. I'm going to sell the 9500. I've been waiting up to this point till I had more cash. So we have, what is it? A little over $9,000. So I'm going to retain it so I can go into the storage and sell it. Now I'm going to get $13,150 for it. It doesn't have anything on it. It's been stripped. So we are good to go. And here it is. Gone. So now we have 22K, which is great. I'm going to go back to Smithville Dam real quick so we can begin our little task. All right, guys, so what I was waiting on was the repair rack for the Scout 800. So I know a couple episodes I asked you guys whether or not I should keep this truck. And some of you suggested I should keep it, so I have, and it's here. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I want to fully repair the body of this truck, and it's got a little bit of suspension damage. But it's all good. I want it to look pristine. So there's a little money spent there. Now I still have to put gas in the truck and in the thing up above. Now one of the things I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to take the SnowRunner gearbox off of the CK1500. Just in case I need it. So I'm going to install the stock one on here so we can put the SnowRunner one on the other one. Now these OSI 1 tires that I have here, I would love to use these, but the OSI ones are not, the 35-inch is not available on the Scout 800. So let me show you here. First, I can install the SnowRunner gearbox. But if we look at the tires, there is an OSI tire. I mean, this is 35. Is that the same one? Because I might be able to do this. Hold on. Let me see. So I have a 38 on, don't I? Yeah, I have the 38. If I had the 35 on there, then I would be able to swap the tires over. So there is an option. I could go ahead and buy the off-road tire. That's an extra cost. Granted, we have a little extra money here because I did sell that other one. So that's a tough call. I mean, I'm running currently all-terrain tires that have good mud. And, these... the mud is still set to good, so it might not be. Really, the only difference is off-road is excellent. That's really the only difference between this 31 that I have and a 35 that I could put on this truck. I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and buy this. Why not? So now our truck is ready. So we have the roof rack, and the roof rack, it's important. It has 300 repair points and 4 spare tires, and then 37 liters of fuel, or maybe that's gallons or whatever. Nonetheless, we're going to fill up with gas on both before we leave. So we need to retain our vehicle. It says deploy from another garage will cost money. That is very true. Now we're going to go to Tamir and go to the drowned lands into the garage. All right, so we're here now, and our storage has our Scout 9500 in it. Now, if we deploy this, the cost was about 1,500, if I remember correctly. I don't know because it did it for me. But it's here now, and we're gonna go and make our way over to the Taiga. All right, so here we go. That's where we can get gas, which will come in handy later. We're going to try to stick to the side area over here as much as we can to get past this part, because that's pretty deep mud. Whoa. Slow down it, buddy. No, don't you dare tip on me. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we have to be very careful because this thing is top heavy. We'll stay along the sides again. And we're going to turn right here. Actually, no, we're going to go straight. My bad. I have to think about that for a minute. So let's just kind of stay in the grass over here. Let me kind of circle this in. This mud over here isn't like super thick, so we can kind of travel on it a little bit. We still have to be careful though. No, don't. Well, that just sort of ruined things, didn't it? Well, this is another reason why I had the contingency of selling a truck, because if something happens, I might have to bring a truck over here in order to do something like recover this one. Actually, what is the recovery cost? I'm not going to do it. I just want to see how much it is. The recovery cost is $2,000. To send a truck over here is $1,500. So I think this one time I will recover. Not very happy about this, but I have to be more careful when I get over here. So that was disappointing, but it's okay. We'll try it again. Oh, come on. This is where the autonomous scout would have come in super handy. Oh my God, this is going to be more expensive than I thought. The Taiga is literally right there. I have to make 3 trips back and forth to do this. So if I can't even get there once, boy, this is going to get expensive. This recovery cost would have basically covered the cost of transferring a truck over and back. This is a real bummer. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a real bummer. All right, let's try attempt number 3. All right, I'm going to get to a certain spot and then I'm going to sit. Because if I don't want to drive in the dark. But I also don't want to get buried. I'm trying to get myself to not be in a crooked state here. Because this is where I flipped it last time. Get past this. Don't you dare flip on me. Okay. I'm going to leave it right here. And I'll be back when it's daylight. It is sort of stuck, but there's trees right here I can pull myself out with. So I'll be back when it's daylight. All right, everyone, I'm back. As you can see, it's morning time. I do need to move forward here. And I'm going to switch to my keyboard controls here. And I'm going to have to sort of pull myself forward, so... That's the Taiga right there. So we have to repair it. I'm not going to read all this, but essentially we have to repair this thing and provide gas for it. So you can see we need 88 and we need 630 plus 6 wheels. So we have to make multiple trips. That's why I was pointing that out earlier. So now that we've attached to it, now we can, I don't want to try to pull it out or nothing. I just want to repair it. I don't think this truck could pull it out even if I wanted it to. So we need to repair the Taiga. We have 300 points and 4 wheels. We'll take care of most of this, but not all of it. So you can see here we did 300 plus 4 and now 88 gas. Now we're low on gas, so I don't think we're going to be able to use the gas on this run because we have 20, or I'm sorry, we have 37. So that's just shy of 40. So we have to give it some gas, but I only have 7 gallons left. So I'm going to have to use some of this gas from my own truck, and then I'll put the rest in here. So I'll fuel up, and then the rest goes in here. So now that's completely full. Now we just have to get out and get back to the garage. All right, guys, so we sort of made it back to the garage. I want to see if I can refuel right here at next to this tanker without leaving the concrete. I think I'll be close enough, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we can see the fuel carrier. Nice. So roof rack can be refueled from the carrier here. And so can my truck. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna head back into the garage because I think I have to do that repair thing again in order to fully repair my, you know, to take care of my maintenance stuff here. All right, so we made it back in here, and I'm trying to figure out how do we renew the repair. I'm not sure how we can renew this. Does that mean we have to do it again? I want to say that it's basically you have to uninstall it and then install another one. I guess maybe I sort of didn't need to use the fuel over there. After replacing all fuel and repair points in the add-on will be lost. Does that mean I gotta sell it and then rebuy it again? Ah, okay. So now I have everything but the fuel. So I'll have to refuel again. Okay, so in other words, don't bother refueling it because it's not gonna refuel. Okay, fair enough. So we'll go to the tanker, we'll put more fuel in it. All right, so now that we have our everything back up again, and just to make sure, you know, we'll check. Yeah, we have 3 in a repair, we have 4 wheels, we're good. So that's good to know in case you guys didn't know about that. We just spent, you know, did the gas for nothing, so that's okay. We'll just go back to the tanker. All right, I'm going back into that mode. I know you guys don't like it when I'm in all-wheel drive on non-dirt, but you know, sometimes it's needed. Okay, refuel. Yeah, this carrier. Source the target. There we go. Well, all right, now let's see if we can make it over there. We have to take it slow. All right, we've made it back. Heading right over to the Taiga here, being real careful. And we're going to, I hate when it does that. We're going to do the repair again. We're going to switch to the Taiga. Boom. It now only needs 30 points of repair, and we got to put gas in it too. So now we can give all of our gas from the roof rack to the Taiga. There we go. Now we have to go back one more time and basically sell our rack again and refuel and come back out one more time. All right, guys, I made it back. Gonna go back in the garage and reset our rack again. All right, so far so good. We have one more trip to make. All right, we have arrived. Let's get closer to the Taiga and let's finish this repair. First thing first, we need to refuel the Taiga, but we'll do it with the roof rack. It's now fully fueled. Now all we gotta do, boom. We now own the Taiga 6436. Plus we got some money out of the deal too. So first thing I'm gonna do is I gotta get this truck backed away so I can get in the Taiga, because we're gonna use the Taiga to pull the scout truck out, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to leave this right here. Now what makes the Taiga unique is, well, it's got all-wheel drive on all the time and diff lock on all the time, which makes this one of the hardest working trucks in the game. All right, we did it. We got the Taiga. We are back in here. We're gonna pull it into the garage, and I'm gonna explain to you why I recovered this truck to begin with. So let me get the other truck too. All right, let me show you the Taiga and why I recovered it. For one, it has all-wheel drive and diff lock is always on. Okay. We can get access to the off-road gearbox somewhere in Michigan, so that's good. But look at this. I can get all-terrain tires already, 4,900. Looking at all the different tires, there's mud tires for this truck. We can get a level 13, even bigger ones when we find that. We get off-road at 11. But even just using those, I mean, we're going to be able to get around Michigan with no problem. And we have enough to cover it. Well, we do at the moment anyway. We have 9176. But I'm not going to worry about it until we get back to Michigan with the truck. So it is a little beat up. We'll probably have to do, well, it doesn't say that we have a repair, but it looks all torn up. But let's go ahead and retain it. We do know that it will cost money. I am using the mouse this time, unlike the other one. We're going to take this one and we're going to retain it as well. And I'm going to go back to Michigan, and we're going to go to Smithfield Dam because that's where our current stuff is. Okay, in order to bring back the Taiga, it's going to cost, for deployment, it's going to cost me $3,500. To do the Scout 800, same price. So that's how much we had to pay going the other direction earlier. I didn't know how much it was, but now we know 3,500. So we're bringing this one over for sure. So that one's there. I might leave the Scout 800 in Tamir and just take off some parts and bring it over, like maybe after a mission or something. So we'll leave it over there. But we have it here, and I'm stoked. I really am. But I am going to go into the Kodiak, and I'm going to take off our sideboard bed, because we don't need to have it on here anymore, because we're going to put it on the Taiga instead. So on the Taiga, we can put on our sideboard bed. Awesome. And we have 5676 left over. So we have enough to get the tires. We don't really have enough to do much else. We do have access to some filter things here. We don't have access to the wheel. Now, there are some things that we have to be in Russia to find, and that's okay. We don't need them yet. One of them is the raised. We're not going to find the raised over here anywhere. The engines, both are in Russia, so we're going to be stuck with this engine for a while, and you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. But I definitely want these tires. 4,900. I think it's a good value. We'll sell the highway tires. We'll never put those back on. So we'll get some of our money back for the tires. And this thing is going to be a beast. Now it will be using a little more gas than, let's say, the Kodiak will. But I think it'll be worth it. So we're going to get these tires. We're going to sell these highway tires, and believe it or not, the mud was poor on those, and you saw how I was able to get through everything. So, oh yeah, $1,800 back. So, you know, we lost a little bit, but I think what we're gaining is well worth it. Not only that, but I'd almost say that we have the truck that we need, and we don't need this one anymore. So tell me down in the comments below, should I sell the Kodiak now that I have this Taiga that can do everything that one can't? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, I'm going to bring this to a close. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more hard mode content. And I'll see you in the next mud pit.